everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I thought I'd take my video outside today since it's such a beautiful day here in San Diego. And also, before we get started, I really need to express something really quick. I am not a doctor, and in no way am I giving medical advice here on my channel. I am certified in detoxification, and I am just sharing my testimony, my experience, my journey on healing my body naturally. And I'm also sharing with you how I helped my family come over to a cleaner side of eating. So I definitely want to share those recipes with you and your family also. What are the very first things we need to do to start detoxifying and healing our body? The first things that I did, and it's hard to do, is I cut out meat, dairy, anything processed, GMO, fast food, sugars, breads, grains, nuts, and seeds. All of these things I eliminated from my diet. This is not clean eating here. This is detoxifying the body. This is up there with, I would say, fasting. It's a fasting state, a fasting experience. And so when you cut out all those foods and you're actually giving your body just a break from these hard foods that are hard. So when you take a break from these foods that are hard to digest, you know, it takes 70 to 75% of your energy to digest food. So when we take a break from that, our bodies uses that energy to heal. It's not like our cells just sit around or, you know, and wait for us to eat. No, they go and work on other things. So your fruits and your berries and your melons are definitely at the top of the list of just the most powerful foods. I mean, these are alkaline, they're hydrating, and they're astringent. So they pull on our lymphatic system, and that's what we need to do. We need to get that trash out. And I'm going to go into all the lymphatic system in my future videos. But, you know, and your vegetables are really good too. But when you're in a really detoxing state, you really want to stop consuming the vegetables for just a little while. And, you know, I bring them back in. Now, I push, pull. When I detox, I'm not like just eating fruit for, well, some people do. But for me, it was really hard because I was getting really thin. So I would do, like I did a 40-day fruit fast, and then I would pump in the salads, and I would put a lot of avocado. I would try to build myself back up, and then I'd go and start fruit fasting again. So these are the things that I did at the very beginning of my journey. And, you know, you eat your fruit in moderation. Now, for me, when I first started out, I would have a smoothie for breakfast, lunch, and dinner when I was fruit fasting. I needed to get a little bit full because I wasn't used to a fasting experience, a fasting state. So I was constantly trying to get that satisfaction. So I had to do that at the beginning. I kind of had to eat a lot of fruit. Now, as I got into it more and more, so what I'm doing right now is I actually get up in the morning and I try to fast as long as I can during the day. This is my new thing. So I get up, I exercise, and I rebound, and I do some power walking, and then after that I get ready, I clean the house, I do some stuff, and then I'll take a shower, get ready, and then I'll make my first smoothie. So my first smoothie will probably sometimes be around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. And so I'm fasting, and then after 1 o'clock, a couple hours later, I'll maybe have an apple, and I'll sprinkle some cinnamon on it, and then I'll make another smoothie maybe later on for dinner, unless I have a salad. It depends. Right now, I am just doing all fruit, and sometimes I'll have, because I did make some of my raw crackers, so I'll take some of that, and I'll have some avocado with it, but that's it. And then I just go back to my fruit. I have some cantaloupe right now that's really good. So, you know, if I don't have a second smoothie, I'll have some cantaloupe. And then once I start, you know, kind of losing a little too much weight, I'll bring in a big salad. I'll dump a bunch of avocado on it, and I'll just pound that down. I mean, I'll put a whole avocado in my salad. So, okay, so that's what I'm doing right now. And also another thing is exercise. Move our bodies. We need to move our bodies because this is what helps move the lymph system. This lymph system doesn't have a pump like our heart. Our heart pumps. This lymph system, the lymphatic system, it just has like a lipid-based fluid that runs through the body. We have two fluids in the body, lymph and blood, and this lymph is hard to move. And the way we move it through the tubes in our body is by movement. So that's why I like rebounding. You know, when you're jumping on, it's like a mini trampoline, and you jump on it, and it pumps your whole body, and it just, you know, it moves the lymphatic system. Same with movement and exercise. Now we definitely have to be careful when we're exercising because you don't want to overdo it. Overdoing it is, you know, with weights and you know, all that heavy lifting, it's very acidic to the body. And so you want to do, you know, a lot of just power walking and moving and stretching. Those are really, really good when you're detoxing the body. So, and you have to remember there's the alkaline side of chemistry, and then there's the acidic side of chemistry. The alkaline side is healing and cooling and pain-free. The acidic side is corrosive. It's chews on our organs. It's acidic. So we have to remember the two sides of chemistry when we're detoxing the body. And remember, keep it simple. Simplicity is definitely key, and that's definitely one of the first things too that I've learned is keep everything simple and get out of the mind. That is so important. So, when I was doing my research, you know, I did see people that were healing on a plant-based diet. For me, it wasn't working. It wasn't cutting it for me. I had to go deeper. I had a lot of chronic issues going on in my body. And, you know, and that's great. If you can heal on just a plant-based, a raw vegan diet, then that is what you need to do. But for me, and I know a lot of us that come into a detoxing program, we come in with chronic acidic bodies. That was me. And Dr. Morse is right. When I cut out even the vegetables, even my salads, and I started really hitting just the fruit really hard, that's when I really started seeing change in my body and healing, true healing. My kidneys started filtering, you know, I was getting mucoid plaque out with, of course, this GI broom that I used, you know, so there's definitely something into fruit fasting, and also dry fasting, water fasting, juice fasting. These are all very healing to our bodies. And I think, you know, to get to, you know, there's definitely different levels of fasting. I've experienced all of them. I've done dry fasting, I've done water fasting. The longest I've done on a water fast was 10 days. Now that is pretty intense. You know, when you take away food, you know, it's like one of those sayings, you don't know what you got till it's gone. When you take away food, you're just like, how am I even like living after just 1 day or 2 days of no food and just water? You know, that's pretty intense. And I also did a lot of fast and prayer. I am a Christian woman, and so I really believe in the power of prayer. So yeah, it is just such a journey and such a spiritual journey, and I want to share all those things with you because it's just such a connection that I've made. Even when I walk, you know, I'll be walking with my dogs and I'll just start crying, and I think it's just because I'm so overwhelmed, and I'm so thankful that God has shared me knowledge and has guided me to the right people in my life. And it's just, I'm just so grateful, and so I just hope and pray that my videos and my message helps you and blesses you and your family and your friends. And you know, so that is why I'm doing this. My next videos will be conversations off of this one. We'll just kind of do a part 2. And I've also got a couple recipes that I want to share with you too that I have in mind. So, okay, so I will see you all in the next video. And you guys all take care. God bless. Love you all. Bye.